I'm Sarah. I mean Vince.
And I'm Brandon.
And today we're going to talk about the best video games that will never be made. We've each come up with a video game that we think is absolutely fantabulous, and we're going to tell you what it is, each in our 1-minute rants. And Brandon, thanks for being with us.
You're welcome.
Always glad to have you.
Glad to be here.
We're going to start with Vince.
Yeah!
Here we go. Vince, you've got 1 minute to pitch your best video game concept you can think of.
Alrighty.
Ready? Here we go.
Go.
Yeah.
Alright. Now there's been a million different types of Pokemon games, right? There's been even Pokemon photography. There's a game out right now where you play toys that are supposed to be Pokemon in the game. There's a Pokemon card game. That's ridiculous. Here's my idea. This is genius. It is Pokemon Poaching. That's right. You see, you never actually get to see Pokemon die. They all, faint or something. I mean, how cool would it be? You don't have a Pokemon. You're just one man in his trusty Riflemon, And you walk out there and you blow the head off a Pikachu or something. I'm sorry. It'd be like Weasel Stomping Day.
Yes! Love it! Absolutely.
So, I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want to shoot a Pokemon? I mean, maybe not the cuter ones. And maybe not the ones that could catch the bullet. And maybe not the ones that would melt the bullet. Or know that you're there miles away and psychically kill you. But, all I'm saying is, it'd be a fun game. I mean, hey, you could even have, incidental weaponry, like grenades.
I would play that game if it were called Poaching.
Pokemon.
Vince, I thought you said you never saw any of the Pokemon die, and then all of a sudden you said, and then you blow off Pikachu's head!
No, I mean, you never see him die in the other games.
In any of the games
Oh,
that there are, they don't die.
I mean, you'll see him die in Pokemon Poaching. How could you not? You're looking through the scope.
What would be amusing about that? That would be the first and only Pokemon game that had an M for mature rating.
And it would be totally worth it.
It'd be beautiful.
I'll go next.
Alright.
Alright.
Alrighty. Okay, my game is Marvel Zombies, the video game. Because I think we've had way too many zombie games where you go around killing zombies, and I think it'd be great if you had a zombie game where you were the zombies going around eating people. Like, I think it'd be great. Like, you're zombie Captain America trying to keep your head together because part of your head fell off. You got really, in the comics, his brains are all out, and then you're trying to keep your head together. There's, like, buttons for doing that, right? And then well, probably not. And then you're just going around trying to eat whatever's left, you know what I mean? And it would, like, follow the storyline of the Marvel Zombies comics, so that, like, when Silver Surfer comes down, then you have to, like, try to go eat Silver Surfer, and then, like, after you've consumed everything that's left on Earth, then you go off and you eat Galactus, because that happened, and it was awesome. And I don't know, I just think it would be fun. The whole game would be eating the entire Marvel Universe. It would be fantastic. I don't know why no one's thought of this yet. Marvel Zombies, the video game. Brains.
Absolutely.
I'd like to play a game where you just play Galactus.
Oh, yeah.
They just, like, take a bite out of a plant apple or something.
Well, see, it's a very similar game, only on a bit of a larger scale, really. Yeah. Where instead of eating people on planets, you just eat the planets.
It'd be like the first free roam video game that's the entire galaxy.
Brandon, are you ready? Yeah. Here we go.
Okay, my video game, Drive Revolution. Now basically, this is a combination of your real simple driving game combined with the awesome power of Dance Revolution. So you got some music playing in the background, right? And then you have your arrow keys up there, but they're not really arrow keys. You got things like your turn signal, your wipers. You got a steer, and not only that, but it's a stick. It's a stick shift car. So you've got your stick right next to you, and maybe you like a little bit of longer stick like a truck, or you got your short shift like a Mustang, but then you got your 3 pedals down in front of you, and you're sitting back, and you're cruising, and it tells you, oh, quick, turn your turn signal on, you flip your turn signal, and then you flip it back the other way, you turn your wipers on, and maybe you're driving, and you're and you're just going along, and I think that would be the best video game ever. That will never get made, unfortunately.
I think they should have an up arrow there for where you give the bad drivers the bird or something.
Okay, since there's 3 of us, and it took longer to do that than you, we'll do just 2 minutes trying to decide which of these is the best game. Okay, 2 minutes on the clock. Here we go. All right, now my first question, Brandon, about your idea is
Yeah.
what would the music be?
Well, you'd have a choice of selection of songs. You'd have like your ballads. You'd have maybe your inspirationals, or you'd have maybe maybe you're feeling down and you want something real sad to go along with your mood.
Because of course it would all be a slow game because you could imagine like doing this to disco. You know, I'm just trying to imagine this. You know?
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. And you could choose from a different selection of cars, probably.
Now, obviously, all three of ours are different kinds of games, right? I mean, you know, like his is a rhythm game, kind of, and a driving game, kind of, and Vince's game is a first-person shooter.
They so rightly deserve it.
Pokemon.
Maybe
And,
you combine the Pokemon shooting game with Drive, so you're shooting your shotgun out the window.
Drive-by revolution.
Drive-by.
Okay, I say that's the #1 game. Drive-by revolution.
Oh man.
Oh man, we gotta get some Marvel Zombies in that game somehow.
You shoot the drive-by zombies revolution. Oh.
Aim for the head. Aim for the head.
I'm not sure what kind of game mine is. Like I guess it's kind of.
It's a first-person eater.
It's a.
Oh,
Naturally.
man.
Come on, I mean, I know you didn't like the comics, but that'd be a fun game, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, why not? Free roam, free meal, free range. I mean, come on.
Right.
Free range zombies.
Free range people.
So, yeah, I'm not sure which of these is the best, because now we're combining them all.
I think we just figured out that it's all three of
It's
them
all three of
in
them?
one.
Yeah, now ultimately, are we just joking, or do we actually think these would be good games?
Actually, I do think that Drive Revolution would be a good game, and there'd be a learner mode so that you could actually learn how to drive the stick.
Yeah. Yours will never get made, Vince.
You know what I think the best one would be?
What's
Beats
that?
them all. Geekvolution the game.
Yes! Geek
Yes.
Evolution the game. You get to pick between one of us or
Yes.
Sarah.
And we'll like, or like break blocks with our heads. It'd be cool.
We don't do that in the show. You can only do the things we actually do in the show. So you could like review movies.
Could you pick guest
I
stars?
mean, you could only review superhero movies, and you could talk about anything you wanted to as long as you just did it in a minute. Yeah.
Could you pick the guest of the week for your your mission?
Right, and there'd be all kinds of random people who don't actually exist. You know how they do like in game show games, where it's just like really silly looking people? Like those would be your guest stars. Today's Trexpert is Bob Vila.
Bob. This old house.
Well, everyone, thanks a lot for watching this rather disturbing episode of Geeks Not Nerds. I'm Captain Logan.
I am Vince.
And I'm Brandon.
Join us again next time when we'll talk about something not quite as disturbing, I hope. And leave us a comment. Let us know which of our games you think is the best, or come up with one of your own. Why not? And if you have another idea of something we might talk about later, so that we don't come up with something like this again, feel free to leave that in the comments as well. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time.
You know, you can steer with one hand on the Wii and you hit the trigger.
What, for Drive Revolution for the Wii?
Yeah.
Or, well, maybe it's a two-controller type of game where you have the Wii wheel and then you have the other remote as your stick. You just...
You know, I was always envisioning it as an arcade game.
Yeah, that too.
Where like you sit in the chair where you got your thing and like the whole thing.
That's true.
It would cost you like $2,000 if you ever wanted it in your house.
Yeah, but if you outfitted it with a sweet audio system too, it cost them a lot more.
That's right. And then they could keep releasing